Hello, all you beautiful people. Welcome back to another art class with Miss Sumera. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. So, today we are going to learn how to draw and color this beautiful prince or princess castle. The art supplies that you'll be needing for this is just paper of any size and any coloring medium. I have used markers for this one, but you can use pencil colors, crayons, watercolors, or any other medium that you require. Grab your materials and let's begin. Okay, so we'll be using the elements of art to make this amazing prince or princess castle. We'll be using line, shape, colors, form, value, texture, and space. Okay, so as you can see, I have used a lot of different lines in this one. If you want, you can change the lines that I've used in this one. These are some of the line options that you have. You can use curly, wavy, zigzag, or any other different kind of line that you want. Plus, you can use any color that you want. This is your castle. You're the prince or the princess of this castle, so you can color it however you want. Grab your materials and let's begin. I'm going to be drawing with a permanent marker, but you can start drawing with a pencil. If you're sure that you're gonna have exact straight lines, you can also draw with a marker or draw with a pencil and then trace over with a marker. I'm not going to be using a scale for this, but if you feel you need a ruler to draw your line straight, please go ahead. Alright, so now that we have our materials ready, we're gonna go ahead and find the center of the paper, which is here, and go all the way down. Now I'm gonna start the castle from the bottom of the paper. If you want, you can start a bit off to draw something here if you like later, but I'm gonna start from here. Now starting from here, we're gonna keep 4 fingers, make a mark here and make a mark here. Now because I have big teacher fingers, I made my marks a bit center to my fingers, but because you have small kid fingers, you can keep exactly 4 fingers and then make marks. Alright, now we are going to use lines and make a shape, a square shape. If you want, you can make a square, or you can also make a rectangle, however you want your castle to be. But I'm kind of following my drawing reference here, so I'm going to make a square. Now I want my square to be this big, so I'm gonna make a mark here. Now keep your pencils here. If you're using a ruler, you may use a ruler to make a straight line. Sorry about that. You may use a ruler to make a straight line, or you can also do it freehand by keeping a hand here and touching your palm on the paper and take it all the way up. Now we're going to join both these ends together, forming a shape. Okay, I know it's not perfect, but it's okay. It's my castle, you do you and I'm doing me. Now we're gonna add a bunch of rectangles on the either ends of the shape. So you need to keep 2 fingers and make a mark. And I want it to be exactly 2 fingers above my previous shape. So I'm gonna keep and make a mark here. So before I bring this up, I like to extend it till where I think it's gonna be. Now again, you may use a scale to bring it down to where you made your mark. And then let's join these 2 ends together using our lines to make a shape. Let's repeat the same steps here. 2 fingers, make a mark, 2 fingers, the bottom finger touching where your first shape ends, and the second finger above that. Now I'm not going to use a scale here, but we are drawing exactly the same tower over here. So keep your palm on the paper, go all the way up where I made my mark. I'm gonna go across the horizontal line and make a vertical line down. Now don't worry if you go beyond your marks like me. It's absolutely okay. Castles can be different, they can have a lot of variation, and you can make it into something creative here. Alright, so before we go ahead, I want to make the top of these towers. As you can see now, they are towers, and this is the main gate of the castle. So I have used triangles here. If you want, you can use different shapes. But I prefer using triangles because a lot of castles have these in reality on the top. But you can be creative and use different shapes. As you can see, I've used a normal door here, but I want to do something different here. So I'm not gonna go for something like this. These are just two lines, and then there's a small arc here connecting them. What I want to draw here is a rectangle. So I'm gonna keep two fingers again, make marks, and your door should be as tall as your fingers. Now, like I said, I have big teacher fingers, so I'm gonna move my fingers a bit down, but you need to keep your two fingers here and then mark the end of the door. So now I'm gonna connect two vertical lines going all the way to the end of the paper, and then we join these two ends. That's my castle door over there, and there stands a guard who says, "Who wants to enter?" Alright, so we're gonna add two triangles here to mark the top of our towers, and then our towers will actually look like towers. So we're gonna go a bit beyond these two shapes, draw one point here and one point here. This is where you want the ends of the triangle, and from the center we go up and make a dot where we want the top of the triangle to be. So we're gonna extend this line all the way here. Oops. Okay, now this dot needs to be connected here. So keep your pencils, all your markers here, and take it all the way there. Squeaky marker. And this one all the way here. See that? Easy peasy. Alright, now again, we are repeating the same steps here. Two dots here, find the center. You may also keep your finger here and take it across to understand where the height of this tower is, so that they're exactly the same height. So it's here. Now we are gonna connect this dot to this dot, and we can also connect this way. Like we made the line here first and then made the top, but you can also make the top and then connect the bottom part. There you go. Our towers are ready. Now we're gonna add details to our main gate and our towers now, because once we go out, we're gonna repeat the steps for each and every tower. So sometimes when there's so much happening, you forget what you did on the first one. So on this tower, I'm gonna add some lines, about 3 lines, and I'm gonna repeat the same step here. Now you can do it exactly like me, or you can change the lines if you want. I'm gonna add iron bars on my door because it's a castle and it needs to be protected. So we're just gonna add some vertical lines to show the door of the castle. Then again, you may change it if you want to. I'm going to add some windows here. As you can see, you may add 1, you may add 2, or you may even add 3 windows. It's completely up to you. What you need to do is make a horizontal line, then draw 2 vertical lines, and then we connect them with an arc. Repeating the same steps here. Again, keep your fingers, drag your finger here. Does not have to be exactly the same place. It's okay because we are not using a ruler. Make a horizontal line, 2 vertical lines, and then we connect it with an arc. Alright, now every castle needs to have a watch out area. So we're gonna make some zigzag lines over here. Now watch me closely. Make a straight line, then we go down. We don't go all the way down touching the top of the gate, and we go across and we go up. So now we have used lines going up and down, and when we finish them we'll have a good shape made here which represents the watching area. We're going to repeat what we did here. We go across, down, cross, up, across, down, and join it. Excellent. Now on to our next tower. We're going to keep 3 fingers and make your mark, and from the center of this tower we are going to make a mark. So whatever tower you're making here, it needs to stop here. Again, I'm doing this step using a ruler, and I'm going to repeat what we do here without using a ruler. So you need to keep your ruler firm and straight, hold it tight, make a straight line going all the way up, and then connect it here to the center of the cone. If you can see, my line is going all the way to the triangle, and then we are imagining that this tower is overlapping this tower. So it's there, but it's kind of behind. That's why you cannot see this part. We are only going to draw this part. Now repeating this step here, 3 fingers, you're gonna add here and make a mark, and then again from the center of the tower. Now it's okay if this is a bit fatter than this one, this is a bit thicker than this one. It's all right, you all. You don't have to worry about it. It just gives more variety to your castle. So making a straight line and then bringing it all the way down, touching the bottom of your paper. Perfect. Now keep your pencils or your markers here, and we're going to draw a slanting line here, and repeating the same steps here. Now we're going to repeat this pattern here on the top of these 2 towers, but they are going to go a bit beyond these triangles because this is being overlapped by this. So watch closely, you all. We're gonna go straight, down, straight, up, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, and then close your slanting line. This is where a tower ends. It kind of looks like a chess piece. Okay, so repeating the same steps here. Straight, down, straight, up, straight, down, straight, up, straight, and then horizontal. Perfecto. Now we're gonna add windows on these 2 towers. Now you can add any kind of shape if you want. You can repeat these shapes, or you can add a different shape. Like as you can see, I've added a couple of heart windows here, but I don't think I want to do heart here. I think I want to do a rectangle. So we are going to make a straight line, 2 vertical lines, and then join them, repeating the same steps here. Horizontal line, 2 vertical lines, and then join them. Awesome. And now these 2 towers are also going to have triangles on top. So make dots where you think the top of your triangles are going to be, and then just make diagonal lines stopping at the top of your tower. Repeat on the opposite direction. Again, repeating the same steps, make diagonal lines coming all the way, stopping on the top of your tower. Now before you move to the next step, it's very important to add the flags at this point, because you might decide to add towers behind, but then we'll be overlapping the flags to the towers behind. So make a vertical line, and then you may add a triangle here for your flag, a straight line, and a flag. All right, looking good, you all. Now we're gonna add a tower coming exactly outside from the center of the castle, and this is going to be the tallest tower of them all. So we're gonna start from the center of these two towers where we stopped, and take your finger all the way here and make a dot. Now take two fingers on the ends of your finger. You're gonna go all the way. You may use a ruler or you may do it without a ruler. We're going to go all the way where we made our mark from either end. And you may connect it with a straight line, how we have been doing it, or you may connect it with a curvy line, a zigzag line. I'm gonna make a slight arc here. And then again, slanting lines outside. We're going to repeat this pattern that we have been following: straight down, straight up, across, down, across, up, and close it. And let's put our point here and bring our triangle down, and bring our triangle down. Awesome. Now we need a window here as well. So are you gonna make the same windows that you did before, or you wanna change it? I think I'm gonna make a circle here just because I want to. And here we go. I think that's Rapunzel's window. She's gonna stand there and save me. Anyways, so you may stop here and add details that you want. Like I want to add a couple of lines here on my triangle. I want to add a couple of lines here, giving it a bit of variation and giving me more area to add colors. I like to add these details where I can use different kinds of shades or use different colors to show patterns. So you may do the same, or you may leave it blank and fill them in. Plus, to show a brick effect, castles are made of bricks, so we can add small rectangles, you all. This is completely optional. If you want, you may go ahead and start coloring. If not, you can add these bricks to show the magnificence of the castle. Just adding details brings so much value to your drawing. Plus, we're gonna add some pawns here. Don't worry about these lines, we'll cover them in when we are coloring. You can just join them like this and it shows that it's really bushy. There we go. So don't worry, if you have been using pencil you will not have this issue, but because I was using a marker I have to cover them up. That's okay. Even if you make mistakes, you can be creative about it and turn it into something beautiful. Now if you want, you can add more towers behind, like I have done it here. If not, then you may go ahead and start coloring it, or you can add more details like clouds, just a bunch of curvy lines that are going around. Remember, when you reach your structure or your castle, you have to jump and then continue, because this is kind of overlapping your cloud. It's in the front and the cloud is behind. You may also add another cloud here. It's behind the building and then it jumps and goes here. You may add more bricks if you want. You may also add yourself here as a princess. And remember, This is your castle, you're the prince or the princess, so add as many details if you want. You may also add a rainbow. It's always beautiful around a castle. So that's my rainbow. Go ahead and color it, and I'm gonna go ahead and color this because I've used a lot of pink and orange here. I think I'm gonna use a lot of subtle colors instead of such bright colors. I'm gonna use brown and blue. Go ahead and finish it and show me your results. Have fun, you all.